The attic smelled like dust and regret. That's what I thought as I shifted another box labeled Mom's Sweaters, the cardboard sagging under decades of inertia. Lily's voice pierced through the floorboards below, tinny and urgent. "Daddy, the macaronis are melting." "They're dried pasta, Bug," I called back, wiping sweat from my brow. The November rain hammered the roof like it had a vendetta. Sarah had insisted this art project was crucial for Lily's cultural development, which really meant I'll handle the PTA meeting while you play archaeologist up there. My knee hit something under a moldering stack of National Geographics. A shoebox, unmarked. Inside, beneath a tangle of dead USB cables and a dried-out glue stick, glinted the edge of a phone. Not just any phone, Sarah's old iPhone, the rose gold one with the Eiffel Tower sticker on the back. The one she'd claimed to lose at the beach in 2018. The screen was a spiderweb of cracks, but when I pressed the home button, it lit up. 47% battery. A text notification popped up. "Unknown, miss you already. Tonight?" Then, Sarah, no H. Can't. Mark's taking Lily to ballet. My house. 7 p.m. The date said yesterday. Downstairs, Sarah laughed. That bright, ringing sound I'd fallen for at the college bonfire. The night she'd kissed me with marshmallow on her lips and whispered, "You're my forever." My thumb scrolled up, June 14th, 2017, Jason. "You still love me, kitten?" Sarah. "You know I do." Jason. "Then stop crying. We knew the rules." October 3rd, 2019, a photo loaded. Sarah, in a white hotel robe, hair damp, grinning at a bathroom mirror. The timestamp matched our 10th anniversary weekend in Napa. The trip where she'd spent 24 hours, sick, in bed while I took Lily to petting zoos and ate cold room service fries alone. February 14th, 2021, Jason. "Roses at your desk. Happy fake." Valentine's. Sarah. "You're cruel." Jason. "Cruel enough to wait 5 years. You'll crack first." The floor creaked. "Mark?" Sarah's voice floated up the attic stairs. "Lily's getting hysterical." I stared at the screen. A selfie of Jason, mid-30s, sandy hair, the kind of smirk that makes bartenders overpour, filled the chat. His arm draped around Sarah in a dim bar booth. Her wedding band glinted. "Coming," I croaked. 3 hours earlier, we'd eaten pancakes for breakfast. Sarah made them Mickey Mouse shaped, just like she did every Sunday. Lily had syrup in her. Braids. "You're quiet," Sarah said, nudging my foot under the table. "Work stuff." I'd been staring at the SLJ Holdings wire receipt in my briefcase all morning. $12,000 withdrawn from our joint account over 3 years. Sarah's signature looped across each line. She'd laughed, swiping a bite of pancake from my plate. "You accountants, always married to the numbers." Now, the phone burned in my pocket through Lily's ballet recital. Sarah sat beside me, clapping at all the wrong moments. "That's not our kid," I muttered as a red-haired girl stumbled off stage. She didn't look away from the performance. "Lily's in the next group." Her hand froze mid-clap. "Right. I knew that." Midnight, I waited until her breathing deepened. Slipped into the home office we'd painted together last spring. Seafoam Serenity, the color was called. It looked gray in the monitor's glow. The bank login auto-filled. Sarah M. 1985. Password, Lily 2016. Transfers to SLJ Holdings. $500 monthly since June 2017. A property record search revealed SLJ wasn't a company. It was an apartment. Owned by Emily, Sarah's sister. 47 a.m. The garage light flickered as I packed a duffel bag. Lily's Elsa doll stared at me from the back seat of my car. Sarah appeared in the doorway, backlit by the fridge's glow. "Where are you going?" I threw the phone at her feet. Glass shards skittered across concrete. "Who's Jason?" Her scream woke the neighbors. The motel bedspread smelled like bleach and defeat. Lily lay curled beside me, her breath hitching even in sleep. She'd cried herself out after asking, "Is Mommy a liar?" 3 times. I'd said, "Sometimes grown-ups get confused," which felt like its own kind of lie. Sarah's calls lit up my silenced phone every 17 minutes. By dawn, there were 23 voicemails. I deleted them all except the last one. "Mark, please, Emily's just trying to protect us. You don't understand what—" The recording cut off. I waited until Lily was mesmerized by cartoons. Then I called. The number from Jason's LinkedIn profile. 2 rings. Jason Cole. The sound of his voice, confident, slightly nasal, made my knuckles whiten. This is Mark, Sarah's husband. A pause. Ice clinked in a glass. Took you long enough. Emily's apartment. The building was a gray husk on the outskirts of town. SLJ Holdings gleamed in cheap brass letters next to buzzer Yarber 302. Emily. Opened the door in a bathrobe, mascara smudged. She didn't want you involved. Involved in what? Inside, the walls were bare except for a framed photo of Sarah, Emily, and Jason at a winery. Dated 2016. You've known for 7 years? My voice cracked. Emily lit a cigarette. She tried to end it when Lily turned 2. Then Jason threatened to tell you. So you helped her pay him off? Not exactly. She slid a lease agreement across the table. Tenant. Jason Cole. Rent. $500 month. Blackmail's cheaper. Then divorce, she said. The school parking lot Sarah materialized as I unbuckled Lily's car seat. We need to talk. Her perfume, jasmine and vanilla, clung to the air. Lily froze. Mommy? Sarah reached for her. I stepped between them. Not until you explain SLJ. She crumpled. Jason said he'd take Lily. That he'd prove I was an unfit mother Unless you what? A horn blared. Jason's black BMW idled behind us. The diner lily-colored menus while Jason smirked over coffee. She tell you about the miscarriage? The world tilted. What? 2019. You thought it was food poisoning? His smile widened. Our baby. She didn't want you to know. Truth. Sarah's email arrived with the subject line, "What Jason didn't show you." Attached, security footage of Jason slamming Sarah against their apartment wall. Date, November 5th, 2023. Her message, he kept copies of everything. Our texts, photos, said he'd send them to Lily's school, to your mom. The choice. Emily pounded on the motel door at dawn. Sarah's gone. In her hand, a note. Tell Mark I'm ending this the only way left. The highway blurred into streaks of neon as I sped toward the river. Emily's voice still clawed at my ear. She texted me a pin drop an hour ago, near the old bridge. Lily slept in the back seat, her Elsa doll crushed to her chest. Every mile felt like betrayal. Sarah's note fluttered on the dashboard. Tell Mark I'm ending this the only way left. The bridge loomed ahead, its rusted rails skeletal in the pre-dawn gloom. No cars, no taillights, just the river hissing below, like a coiled secret. I parked sideways, blocking the entrance. Lily stirred. Daddy? Stay here, Bug. Lock the doors. The wind smelled like rotting leaves. Halfway across the span, a silhouette leaned against the railing. Sarah's red coat, the one I'd bought her last Christmas, flapped like a wound. Don't! My voice tore raw. She turned. Moonlight carved hollows under her eyes. In her hand, Jason's burner phone. You brought Lily? You brought drama. Jason's voice. He stepped from the shadows, a tire iron dangling at his side. Sarah flinched. You said you'd leave them alone. Changed my mind. The metal glinted as he swung it lazily. Family reunion's more fun. 3 hours earlier, the motel AC had hummed like a dying insect. Lily's knees poked my ribs as she slept. Sarah's email glowed on my laptop. What Jason didn't show you. The security footage looped. Jason's hands on Sarah's throat, her wedding band catching the light as she clawed at him. November 5th, 2 days before I found the phone. But something nagged. I zoomed in. Sarah's nails, manicured coral polish. In the video, they were bare. Reverse image search. The footage was lifted from a 2018 true crime documentary. Sarah had faked it. Now Jason advanced, herding Sarah toward the edge. You think a fake video's gonna save you? I've got years of the real thing. Sarah's voice broke. Mark, the apartment, it wasn't just me. Jason laughed. Tell him about the guest room. A car door slammed. Lily's voice. Mommy! Everything happened in shards. Sarah lunged for Lily. Jason swung the tire iron. I tackled him. The metal clanged against the railing. Lily screamed. Sarah caught her, stumbling back. The railing groaned. Rotting wood splintered. They fell, not into water, onto the gravel bank 30 feet below, the hospital. The nurse said, "Stable condition," like it was a prayer. Lily had a fractured wrist. Sarah, broken ribs, a concussion, and a gash that split her brow like a lightning bolt. Police swarmed the hallway. Jason was gone. Emily arrived reeking of gin. She didn't jump, she slipped. I pressed Sarah's phone into her hand. The search history glared. How much Benadryl to sedate a child? She was going to take Lily, I said. Emily crumpled. Only to protect her, from you. The Sarah's hospital room hummed with machines. Her fingers twitched when I entered. Lily? With my mom. I held up the Benadryl search. Explain. Tears cut through the blood on her cheeks. Jason said he'd take her. That day at the school. You think I wanted to? You faked abuse, stole money. Let me believe. You weren't supposed to find the phone. She gasped, clutching her ribs. We had a deal. I kept Jason calm. Emily handled the payments. You and Lily stayed safe. Safe? My laugh startled. Even me. You screwed a blackmailer for 6 years and called it protection? Her monitor beeped faster. The affair wasn't real, not after the first year. I froze. What? He had cameras, made me perform. Her stare drilled into the ceiling. Said he'd send the videos to your office, to Lily's iPad. The IV drip counted seconds. The miscarriage? I asked. Ours. She turned her face away. I lost it after he... It was yours, Mark. Always yours. The visit Jason strolled into the hospital cafeteria at noon. Press badge dangling. Not a scratch on him. Tragic accident, he said, sipping my coffee. But the lady's alive. No harm, no foul. I broke his nose with the sugar jar. The truth detective Ruiz played the interrogation tape. Jason's smirk filled the screen. Sarah's the real predator. Ask her about the fire. My childhood home burned down in 2015. Faulty wiring, they'd said. Ruiz paused the video. Your wife took out a $200K life insurance policy on you 2 months prior. The choice, Sarah begged through morphine haze. I didn't know about the fire. Jason's lying. Lily's cast gleamed white in the hallway. Does Mommy hate us? The police found Jason's body in the river that night. In his pocket. A note. She wins. The river kept Jason's body for 3 days before spitting him onto a mudflat. His funeral was a quiet affair. No family, just a handful of reporters sniffing for a scandal. I stood under a skeletal oak, Lily's hand clamped in mine, watching the casket lower into a plot paid for by SLJ Holdings. Emily tossed a rose. It landed on the lid with a hollow thunk. He deserved worse, she muttered. Lily tugged my sleeve. Why's Mommy not here? She's still healing, Bug. A lie. Sarah was at the police station, confessing to things I hadn't even asked about yet. Detective Ruiz's office. The air smelled like burnt coffee and regret. Ruiz slid a folder across the desk. Autopsy confirms drowning. But here's the kicker. A close-up of Jason's wrist. Bruises shaped like fingers. Someone held him under, Ruiz said. Sarah's voice floated through the half-open door. I didn't touch him. I couldn't even lift a grocery bag that week. Ruiz leaned closer. Your wife's alibi? She was in the hospital. But you... The clock ticked. Where were you the night Jason died, Mark? The fire revisited our old house stood in my dreams, flames licking the nursery windows. I'd carried Sarah down the stairs, her ankle twisted while smoke clawed our lungs. The insurance money bought our current home, the one with the attic. Sarah's policy on me, $200K, Mini on her, $200K, Mini on her, Darrow. You never wondered why she married you? Emily asked, materializing in my driveway at midnight. Lily slept inside. Emily reeked of vodka and CVS perfume. She loved me. Emily barked a laugh. She loved firemen. You were just the first one dumb enough to run into a burning house. For her, the box Sarah's storage locker smelled like mothballs and gasoline. Behind stacks of women's health magazines, I found it. A pink shoebox labeled Lily's Keepsakes. Inside, a photo of Jason and Sarah at a 2015 firefighters gala. A hospital bracelet. Miscarriage, 8 weeks, 2019. A key card for the Lakeside Motel. And a letter. Mark, if you're reading this, I'm already gone. Jason made me do things. The fire, the affair. None of it was real. Except Lily. She's yours. Always was. The dates didn't add up. The Motel Room 17's bed spring screamed under my weight. The nightstand drawer held a Bible and a Glock under. The carpet, a thumb drive, the video loaded with a groan. Sarah, younger, face puffy from crying. Jason's voice off camera. Tell them how you started the fire. She stared into the lens. The wiring. I didn't mean... Jason's hand entered the frame, gripping her chin. Louder. I wanted the insurance money. Mark was kind. Easy to manipulate. The timestamp, June 2015. 1 month before our wedding. The confrontation, Sarah's hospital room reeked of antiseptic. Her stitches itched, she said. I played the video on her bedside tray. She watched in silence. When it ended, she peeled back her bandage, revealing the jagged scar. He filmed that after drugging me. You believe him over me? The miscarriage. Date, I said. She froze. Lily was born February 2016, 9 months before the affair text started. Her monitor flatlined for a breath. Then, beep. Nurses rushed in. I stood in the hall, replaying her whisper as they shocked her heart. She's not yours. The test Lily's cheek swab took 10 seconds. The lab tech said results would take 5 days. Sarah called it betrayal. She's your daughter. Then, prove it. She hung up. That night, Lily woke screaming. The bad man's in the closet. I found a stuffed bear with Jason's watch strapped to its paw. The witness misses. Peña from 3 doors down brought over tamales. I saw him, she said, nodding at Jason's face on the news. That night, he had a girl with him. I showed her Lily's photo. No. Older. Red hair. Emily's DMV photo got a nod. They fought. He called her a greedy bitch. The account Sarah's password still worked. The SLJ Holdings ledger spilled across my screen. 500 month from Sarah, 2017, 2023. 1,000 month from Emily, 2015 present. $10,000 withdrawal 2 days before Jason's death. The destination. A Cayman Islands account. Under purpose, Lily's trust. The visit, Emily's apartment was empty. A half-packed suitcase gaped on the bed. Going somewhere? I blocked the door. She lunged for the nightstand. The gun felt cold in my hands. Sarah never miscarried, Emily panted. Lily's Jason's. She lied to keep you both safe. Safe from what? The bullet tore through my shoulder before I heard the shot. The truth Lily's paternity test burned in my pocket. 99.7% match, Jason Cole. Sarah's voicemail played on loop. I tried to tell you, but you looked at her like she was yours. I couldn't take that away. The motel keycard opened a locker at the bus station. Inside, $247,000 in cash and a note for Lily. Run. The bus station fluorescents buzzed like angry hornets. Lily's hand felt small and feverish in mine, her Elsa doll dragging along the floor. Blood seeped through the dish rag tied around my shoulder where Emily's bullet had grazed me. The paternity test burned against my thigh. 99.7% match, Jason Cole. Every step a hammer to the ribs. Daddy, I'm tired, Lily whined, rubbing her cast against her pajama leg. The pink fiberglass was smudged with my blood. Not her daddy. The locker key trembled in my grip. Number 117. Sarah's birthday. Inside, stacks of cash filled a Hello Kitty backpack. Beneath them, a passport. Lily's photo, but the name read, Sophie Jacobs, her real name, Lily pointed. That's me. The note fluttered to the floor. Run. They'll blame you for Jason. Take her far. You're all she has now. Daddy? I zipped the backpack. Time for an adventure, bug. The motel room 22 smelled like cigarette burns and bad decisions. Lily slept curled under scratchy sheets while I scrubbed blood from the duffel bag. Sarah's final voicemail played again. Couldn't take that away from you. A shadow crossed the curtain. Emily's voice. Open up, Mark. I've got chicken nuggets for Lily. The .38 from Sarah's locker felt foreign in my hand. She's asleep. Liar. I heard the TV. Lily stirred. Auntie M? The door exploded inward. The truth about fire, Emily's pistol wavered between me and Lily. Give me the cash. Sarah set you up too, I said, nudging Lily behind me. The Cayman account? She's been skimming for years. Bullshit. We had a deal. Check the ledger. October 2023. 10K withdrawal. Right before Jason died. Her eyes flickered. Lily whimpered. She played us all, I whispered. Even Jason. Emily's laugh curdled. You think Jason was the mastermind? She tossed a phone onto the bed. Security footage played. Sarah handing Jason a wad of cash outside Lily's. School. Date. Yesterday. He was alive? My knees buckled. Still is. The bathroom door opened. Jason. His nose was bandaged, eyes black with malice. Lily screamed. Miss me, princess! He grabbed her cast. Something snapped in me. The gun roared. Jason collapsed, clutching his thigh. Emily lunged. We crashed into the TV, the world reduced to fists and teeth and Lily's screams. A second shot. Silence. Emily gaped at the red blooms spreading across her blouse. You promised. Jason slumped against the wall, his own gun smoking. Plans change, sis. Sarah's endgame. The police sirens wailed. Jason dragged himself toward Lily. Come here, Sophie. She bit his hand. I grabbed the Hello Kitty backpack. Run, Bug! We made it 3 blocks before headlights pinned us. Sarah's minivan. She leaned across the passenger seat, face still bandaged. Get in. Lily froze. Mommy? Now! Sarah barked. The van reeked of gasoline and desperation. Sarah floored it past the motel, where blue lights swarmed. Jason? I asked. Dead. Emily too. She tossed a burner phone into my lap. News alerts blared. Double homicide at Red Roof Inn. Suspect at large. My face filled the screen. They'll pin it on you, Sarah said. But the Cayman account's yours. Start over. Lily hugged her doll. Are you coming, Mommy? Sarah's knuckles whitened on the wheel. I love you, Sophie. She swerved into the river. The choice water roared through the vents. Sarah fought me as I unbuckled Lily. Let go, they'll never stop hunting us. You set this up, I screamed, elbow deep in freezing water. The cash, the passport, you knew Jason was alive. Lily thrashed. Mommy! Sarah kissed her forehead. Forgive me. She sank. We broke the surface as the van disappeared. Lily sobbed into my neck. Where's Mommy? The current carried us past the old bridge. Sarah's red coat floated. In the moonlight, empty. Epilogue. 5 years later. The cottage in Nova Scotia smells like pine and the sea. Lily, Sophie, chases seagulls while I watch from the porch. The locals think we're widowers. Her nightmares stopped last year. Mine haven't. The mail brings a postcard today. No message. Just a stamp from Belize and a doodle of a kitten. I burn it. Daddy! Sophie waves a starfish. Can we keep it? The scar on my shoulder itches. Whatever you want, Bug. She's not mine, but I'm hers. Under my old college sweatshirt, scrolling through her iPad. Daddy. This lady online says we're lying. I peered over her shoulder. The Reddit thread glowed. AETA for thinking OP's story is fake? Top comment. No way a guy takes a bullet, escapes a sinking van, and adopts his cheating wife's affair baby. Creative writing karma farm. Sophie's finger hovered over the keyboard. Can I tell them about the scar? No, Bug. I closed the tablet. The jagged line on my shoulder still ached before rain. Some stories aren't for them. She frowned, all Sarah's defiance in one crinkle. But they don't get it. The truth was, I didn't get it. Not until the knock came. The visitor, the man at the door, wore a firefighter's uniform. Salt and pepper stubble, Jason's smirk. Mark? He extended a hand. Tom Cole, Jason's brother. Sophie's glass of milk shattered. The truth about Jason Tom's badge gleamed on the kitchen table. I've been tracking Emily's money for years. Cayman account led me here. Sophie hid in her blanket fort, ears pressed to the walls. Jason wasn't blackmailing Sarah, Tom said. He was protecting her from Emily. The photo he slid across the table stopped my heart. Sarah at 19, face bruised, crouched beside a burning car. Emily standing over her, lighter in hand. Emily's been gaslighting Sarah since high school, Tom said. Set the fire, framed her, then made her think she did it. Jason tried to help Sarah escape. That's why Emily killed him. But the videos, the affair, staged. Emily forced Sarah to send those texts. Jason played along to get evidence. The room tilted. Why come now? Tom nodded at Sophie's fort. Because Emily's alive, and she's coming for the kid. The trapped Sophie's GPS watch buzzed as we fled. A notification. Auntie M shared her location. Pinprick lights swarmed the coastal road behind us. Tom cursed. She's herding us to the cliffs. Headlights erupted from a side road. Emily's truck. Hold on. Tom yanked the wheel. We crashed through a guardrail, tires skidding on wet grass. Sophie screamed. Emily's voice crackled over Tom's police scanner. You took my sister. Now I'll take yours. I can see. Emily, the cliff's edge crumbled under the truck's weight. Emily crawled from the wreckage, face bloodied. She's mine. Sophie stepped forward, small against the gale. You're not my family, Emily lunged. Tom's bullet caught her midair. She fell silently. The ocean swallowed her whole. If you're reading this, through all the twists, the mess, the chaos, thank you. Real or not, stories like ours exist in the quiet corners of the world. The ones where love isn't about blood, but who bandages your scrapes and stays. Sophie says to tell you, be kind. You don't know what's hiding in someone's attic. Check out my other videos for more raw, unfiltered journeys. And remember, not all secrets are lies.